Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. I'm Glenn from Jack and Glenn. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our reviews. Today I want to talk about Married at First Sight and the situation that happened between Nate, Megan, and Stacia on this past episode of Married at First Sight. If you did not catch out our full review of this past episode of Married at First Sight, please click the link above my head to do so. This week episode saw Stacia meet with Megan, who is one of Nate's friends, one of Nate's female friends, and Megan seemed like her and Nate had much more than a relationship. Here's the backdrop on Nate and Megan's relationship. Megan said she had met Nate a year prior, and that her and Nate have been real close friends. They have game nights, they watch sunsets together, they do a lot of things together as a male and female friend. But the way that she was looking at Nate as if she really wanted to be with Nate, that her and Nate was in this type of relationship. Don't know if she was in a relationship with Nate or not. But there have to be some boundaries that are set. Stacia was meeting with one of Nate's male friends, the groommen, and the grooms also told Stacia that Nate has a lot of friends of the opposite sex. So Stacia is aware that Nate does have friends of the opposite sex. Here is where the dilemma comes in at, or the situation comes in. Stacia's not happy about that, but she said there have to be some boundaries that are set. That Nate can have his female friends, but there have to be some clear boundaries. Now, mind you, Stacia is the one who said in her previous vignettes that she does not need a man. She wants a man and she would like to have a man, but she does not need him. So Nate has to be careful here and have to walk carefully dealing with Stacia and his other female friends, Megan. The way that the process should happen, or the way that it should go about, is that Nate and Stacia needs to establish some boundaries in their relationship. Stacia will I think she will find the right time to bring up this situation to Nate, so they can have this discussion about, hey, I understand that you have female friends and I'm cool with that, but what are the boundaries we want to set for female friends? As a man or a woman, you shouldn't be hanging out on the beach, long walks on the beach, watching sunsets with your female friend. Alright, we talked about this in the past seasons of Married at First Sight when we went back to the Atlanta season. If you go back to where we talked about Virginia and Eric, right? Virginia had all these male friends that she was hanging out with and sleeping on the couches and drinking with and partying with. And it wasn't cool for her as a female to have a whole bunch of male friends. So it's definitely not cool for a male to have a whole bunch of female friends, which he does different activities without his wife, right? These are activities, sunsets, watching sunsets together, game nights are activities that you and your new spouse should be having. Keyword is new spouse. They have 8 weeks to build a relationship. They have 8 weeks to get to form this bond or form this family together, and they don't need a Megan in their life disrupting situations. Nate doesn't need a Megan in his life disrupting situations or making things awkward for him and Stacia. They are potentially have a potential to be a power couple, and this situation could take it to a different level. But what needs to take place is that they need to sit down and identify what the boundaries are. When they identify what the boundaries are, Nate needs to call a meeting with Megan or other female friends that he has and lay out together with Stacia being present, lay out what the boundaries are. So it's not no he say she say situation, so that everyone is on the same page, everyone is clear. Stacia doesn't know Megan or any other Nate's female friends, so there's no contention or animosity or any aggressiveness there. What needs to take place is Nate needs to deliver the message on behalf of him and Stacia, because they need to look like they're a united front, so there's no wiggle room, there's no crack in their armor, something they can't do. And it's going to be maybe uncomfortable and a hard conversation for Nate to have with his female friends, but if he wants his marriage and want to maintain his marriage and want to keep the boundaries in his marriage, it needs to take place. And it needs to take place, and he needs to be the one to deliver the message. There's a book that I'm going to leave in the description below. Is a book called Boundaries by Henry Cloud. Click the link there. It's a great book. Talks about different boundaries in physical relationships, human relationships. I talk about boundaries in relationships with husband and wives, boundaries in relationship with children, and parents, relationship with co-workers, relationship with family members. It just talks about boundaries, because when you get in a marriage, in a seriously committed relationship, there should be some boundaries. There should be some things that are established in that relationship. Hey, we're together, so guess what? They shouldn't just be inviting your wife to a party and not inviting you, right? Or they shouldn't just be inviting you to a party and say, hey, leave your wife at home. The two will become one at this point, right? And so you can no longer act as if you're an individual person. You have to act like that you are together. And so when you invite me, you also have to believe that I have a +1 with me, right? I'm bringing my wife to game night. I'm bringing my wife to this walk on the beach. I'm bringing my wife to this sunset. Especially if you guys had a previous relationship where things seemed a little bit, she might have liked you or he might have liked you. It has to be a boundary that's in that place, and it has to be boundaries that are set. Again, big conversation, big discussion that needs to take place. This could even make or break their marriage, because she has to know that she can trust Nate, but she also has not just trust Nate around Megan, but there has to enough to trust Nate that when we have a conversation, or we establish some rules of engagement, or we establish some boundaries in our marriage, that we are both willing to follow the boundaries that we set in our marriage, and we're not ready to shy away from the tough conversations. We're not going to run away from the tough conversation, but we're going to have those. And as a wife or as a husband, I expect when we agree on something that we're going to follow through, right? You talking about a boss chick. She is a boss, right? He's supposed to be a boss guy. So a boss chick in this situation expects, when we have these conversations, I need you to execute. I need you to do, especially when you already know that she's coming into this situation not needing you. I'm going to her words. We were talking about that whole different video, saying she don't need him, but she will want him, right? Her mom already talks about how she can get her ways and dismiss people very quickly. So he has to be able to walk carefully in this situation and be able to listen to the concerns of his wife here, and adjust to the concerns that his wife has, not try to have a rebuttal or refute the situation, but listen to her concerns. They need to make a conscious decision and establish clear boundaries for how they're going to move on. If they can do that, they can be the power couple that we think they should be. I know you guys on the internet and you guys on YouTube was giving Megan a hard time. I don't think she knew any better, right? I think this is what we are and where she's at, and this is just what me and Nate used to do, and she probably wasn't even thinking about what she said could go south, right? What she said was a little bit south. It was late in the party. She probably had a little bit of alcohol in her. And me and Nate does this, we do that. Well, boo, newsflash for you. All the things that you and Nate used to do, now Nate and Stacia is going to do. And I dare not to say that Megan might have been the one who put that in the letter that was read to Stacia, that Nate likes long walks and Nate likes sunsets. She was the one that might have inserted that into the letter. Only time will tell if we know. But once again, in order for Nate and Stacia to move forward, they have to be on the same page. And Nate needs to deliver the message to Megan and every one of his other female friends that he is married now, and that his time will be spent getting to know his new wife. Hey, let me know what you think in the comment section. Leave a comment. How would you handle the situation, or female friends, or have you been through this situation where you had to tell female friends or male friends, hey, I'm married now, I'm in this relationship, I'm spending more time with my spouse? Let me know in the comment section. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section below. Once again, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our reviews. Once again, Nate and Stacia needs to set clear boundaries for the relationship in order for it to grow. And boundaries need to be set in all relationships, and communication is the key. Thank you.